If you are dealing with joint issues, gut issues, weak hair, brittle nails, bone broth might be missing from your daily routine, friend. Okay, it's not just a soup base, it's not just a broth, it's literally nutrition. I'm going to break it down for you, so keep watching. Hi, my friend. Welcome back to Essence of Earth. I am your wonderful hostess, Miss Nikita, the owner of Essence of Earth, where it is my joy, my goal to help you improve the quality of your life. Now, if you're interested in learning about other topics like this regarding health and stuff like that, then you want to go ahead and subscribe, click the notification bell, so that we can be friends going forward and you won't miss any of my wonderful content. So please go ahead and subscribe, click the notification bell, and friend, I won't be long today, but I will be strong. So let's jump right into it. First and foremost, what is bone broth? Bone broth is just a combination of bones, cartilage, connective tissue that's been simmered for an extended period of time so that nutrients can be extracted from it. That's it. And it's also the difference between your regular broth that some people use for the base for cooking soups and other foods, and the bone broth. It's just been simmered longer so that we can really extract those nutrients from the bones. What are some of those key nutrients? What are some of those benefits of this bone broth? First and foremost, collagen. Now, you see that? See that right there? We want to stay tight and you want to stay right. We don't want nothing to be hanging and dangling. So collagen is really going to help with your skin, your joints, your nails, and your hair. So if you're dealing with brittle hair and you're like, what's going on with my hair? What's going on with my nails? My skin is wrinkling up. What am I doing? Bone broth contains a lot of collagen. Now, depending on what bones that you use, you can get more collagen in it, like the chicken feet. You can really get a good amount of collagen from chicken feet. So one of the key benefits is collagen. Now, some of those key nutrients that are in the bone broth: collagen. And this is for the skin, the joints, the hair, and the nails. Gelatin. This is going to help repair the gut, strengthen digestion. Amino acids, right? So we have the glycine. So that's calming, and that is for the sleep and liver support there. The proline and the glutamine. So that's the gut and tissue repair. Then we have minerals, right? You can't forget about those minerals. You want to get those essential minerals. And we're talking about calcium, magnesium, phosphorus. And these are going to help with those bones and muscle issues. Okay. Now when we talk about gut health, it's going to support the gut lining. So if you're dealing with leaky gut, the glutamine that is in the bone broth is going to help seal up those little holes that's getting those no-nos into your blood. Okay, so it's really good for that. So it's going to help not only with the leaky gut, but also with nutrient absorption, as well as helping with digestion. As I mentioned before, we have joint and bone support, and this is going to lubricate those joints. It's going to support cartilage as well as connective tissue. And when we're talking about that, we're talking about being able to move. Okay. We're talking about being able to move, right? Collagen production, improve elasticity and strength over time. It's going to help with digestion during illness and fasting or detox. Oh no, shoot. Now we're going to talk about some of the health benefits. So like I mentioned, digestive issues. If you're dealing with leaky gut or digestive issues, nutrient absorption issues, then this is something that you want to take. Okay, the bone broth is going to help seal up those holes in your mucosal lining, which is going to prevent the leaky gut and those no-nos from getting into your bloodstream and making you feel all crazy. Okay, so it's going to do that. And we're talking about joints and bone support. It's going to lubricate your joints, support your cartilage and connective tissue. It is great for aging. right? We all want to age gracefully. So taking your bone broth on a regular is definitely going to help with that. And then we're talking about the skin and the hair and the nails. So like I mentioned before, it has a bunch of collagen in it, right? So that's what's going to help, you know, get that bounce back in in your face and in your bones. And you know, you don't want to be dangling, you know, you wave your arms and you got two hands waving because you got this hand and then that flap. You know, you don't want that. So you really want to have enough collagen that's going to keep things tight and right. It's going to support the connective tissue and keep everything together. Okay, and that's what bone broth is going to do. And then on top of that, immune recovery, right? So if you're sick, taking bone broth, actually when my son got sick, I rushed to go and get him some bone broth because I didn't make it at that time. I went to get it, but I got those minerals into him because obviously he wasn't eating. So when you're dealing with illness or you're fasting or you're detoxing, it is a great way to actually get those minerals and electrolytes in your body without actually like having to eat something, right? Because sometimes when we're not feeling well, we really don't want to eat. But that's a great way to get your minerals into your body. Now, obviously, who should be drinking the bone broth, right? Digestive issues, joint pain. You got physical stress for workouts is great for recovery phases. If you're dealing with postpartum, the elderly, and especially athletes. Like my son doesn't have a choice. My son is a track athlete. He's gonna get everything. Okay, he's gonna take everything. Now, how do you use it, right? You can drink it warm like a tea. You can use it in your soups. You can use it in your food. Now, I've been watching, you know, like TikTok and stuff like that, and people talking about bone broth, and so many people are talking about how disgusting it is, right? It's so nasty. But I want you to understand that whether you buy it or you make it, you have free range to make it taste good for you. Like I did do a video on how I make my bone broth, so you can make it palatable for you. I like to add other herbs to mine. Like I added some plantain, I added some nettle leaf, I added some burdock and yellow dock into mine. I added some of my favorite seasonings. You got to make sure you're not getting the ones that have all this extra stuff in it, because you don't want to make your bone broth toxic, right? So you want to make sure you're putting clean herbs into it so it can taste good. They were like they were drinking it and people were telling them to drink it and it tastes horrible. And it's like, whether you buy it or whether you make it, you can add stuff to it to make it palatable and delicious for you. So don't torture yourself with thinking that you have to drink it as is. It's yours. Make it yours. Okay. So don't be afraid of adding things to it. I had garlic, cilantro, all of that is in mine. So if you want to know how I make mine, then you can definitely watch this video and it'll just show you briefly how I make mine and give you an idea of what you can do. And I like mine kind of spicy, so I add a little bit of cayenne and red peppers because that's going to help getting the blood flowing in your body. Like it's like your own little canvas. You can put whatever you want on it, right? So don't think that you have to just drink it, you know, by itself and be like, oh my gosh, you're torturing yourself. You don't have to do that. Okay, so then there's that. Bone broth is like one of the easiest and most simple ways that you can get minerals and you can really support your body as a whole. So I told you guys that I wouldn't be long, but I would be strong, and I hope that this reaches whomever it is supposed to reach. God bless you. Please go ahead and subscribe and stay tuned for my next video, which will be going up next week. God bless. Until next time, bye.